We've got Abhishek Bachchan out there for the coin toss, someone who knows the sport so dearly, enjoys the sport, the owner of the Jaipur Pink Panthers, of course, in the Vivo Pro Kabaddi League. And there is the phenom, Ajay Thakur. And you've got Nasir Ali, the captain of Pakistan, joining him in green. His Team India in blue, and the all-important toss.
Respect the sport. Repetition is final. This is it. This is it.
Generally see the team choosing court, which means they'll raid first in the second half.
This is it.
Ajay Thakur has won the toss. He chooses court. So India draw first blood.
We didn't have to tell the audience who won the toss.
Won by India. Choice court.
He didn't have to mention it either. But Vimal Rohana is the man who's in charge from Sri Lanka. A fine defender in his own right, played and represented Sri Lanka in the Asian Games. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all get started right now. It is India, led by Ajay Thakur, who's been a champion in the past, who's led with tremendous Right, I just love these scenes, really, isn't it? Just wonderful scenes. I mean, you might have your issues, you might have differences of opinion, but at the end of the day, just those handshakes just clears things off so beautifully.
And exchanging a memento as well. Really nice to see. And that's what sport's all about. Two countries with rich histories in sport, but also rich rivalry. But when you see moments like that, they really tell you exactly what sport can do. Unite.
These are scenes that really excite me. I mean, the final moments of the message being passed across. Look, guys, we are here to compete. We know we could be friends off the mat, but let's get started, shall we? This is the moment that we have all been waiting for. This is the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018. Some serious talk, as Surinder Nara always does. We've seen him do with the Haryana Steelers last time around. He just has a word at the final moments, isn't it? Just to egg things on out there.
Yeah, Surinder Nara often the joker in the pack. He's someone who keeps it light, likes to enjoy the moment. So too with Mohit Chiller. But it's a packed house here at the Al Wasl Sports Stadium, and it is time for the lines to be drawn. The game is certainly on, and it's Pakistan who will raid first in this encounter. What a match, and it starts with Mohammad Nadeem.
Yeah, just love the fact that Nasir Ali, the captain, just gave him a pat on the back. One of the youngsters in that particular side is Mohammad Nadeem. He's looking very, very brisk, but he wouldn't want to overcome it. You're just about getting started right here. You want to just make sure that the raid is a bit legitimate and just come back. Remember, 30 seconds in all is what you've got. And listen to the roar as the Indian captain steps forward for the very first time in this competition. It's Ajay Thakur, and he's got the ball straight away. He's got it. He's got a touch on Mudassar. There's first blood for Team India.
Yeah, fantastic. The extension quite simple from Ajay Thakur. The hand touch, how often have we seen that from Ajay? Remember, the first job, of course, for the raider is to get past that first balk line, the black line. The red line is the bonus line. If you get past that with the trailing foot up in the air, it gives you an extra bonus point. But he's crossed the balk line. The raid is now legal, and therefore he starts to look for points.
Imran Hussain, one of the fine all-rounders we are told that Pakistan has produced in recent times. He's gone in for the attack. I think he's picked up a bonus, has he?
He's attempted it. I don't...
Oh yeah, he's picked up a bonus there.
Yeah, I don't know why the Indian defence suddenly moved backwards, but it was a shifty look from Mudassar initially, and in comes the sensation, the Dubki King, Pardeep Narwal.
The man, the raider, the colossus, as you would want to say, really, isn't it? Is Pardeep Narwal. When he gets going, boy, he's on fire. He's just looking really, really sharp. He's just going in there, but he's played it safe. He's played it safe.
Yeah, you don't often see empty raids from Pardeep Narwal, but it's a more mature Pardeep ever since we've seen him take the leadership role at the Patna Pirates. And the crowd is loving the action here. Mohammad Nadeem comes in from the left side this time, so it tells me, RK, that he can raid from both sides there. He's changed sides, and that's similar to what Rahul Chaudhary does, therefore very important for India to manage that role from Mohammad Nadeem.
Yes, gone back. In fact, I was Actually, I was talking to the Pakistan team management. They were talking highly about Mohammad Nadeem and Mudassar Ali as well. Now, we're going in with Rahul Chaudhary. Three superstars straight away in action. First up, it was Ajay Thakur. Then you had Pradeep Narwal. Then Rahul Chaudhary goes in for the bonus. Has he picked up the bonus? Yes, he has indeed picked up the bonus.
Now, we've seen this even in the Asian Games. You'll see low-scoring encounters between India and Pakistan. That's also because of the pressure that we see constantly. Now, Raiders being called back.
Maybe they've gone in for the review. Maybe they've gone in for the review. Okay.
Now, remember, it's a risk always to take a review so early on a bonus point.
No bonus. Our decision is bonus point. Please review.
Abhishek Bachchan, Ronnie Struvala, two of the Pro Kabaddi owners in the house. As I said, RK, in these heated contests, you don't want to let the emotions get ahead of you. A bonus point, they better be sure that it's a good review.
And what's going to be critical really in that when you review that footage is the fact that your trailing foot needs to be in the air when you've planted the foot beyond the line that we'll get to see there. Have a look at the red boots there. It's planted around the same time probably. Left foot comes in first perhaps.
In fact, yeah, exactly. I think the left foot's actually dropped first and then the right. So that could just be a quality review. Nasser Ali clearly has a great look at it in that corner.
Okay. Review successful. No bonus.
There you go, review successful, no bonus given. Nasser Ali's risk pays off.
Yeah, you can turn around and say it was a good review, actually, as far as Pakistan was concerned, because they went in. It was a bit of a gamble, there was no doubt about that. But once again, you're looking at Mohammad Nadeem. I was talking to the Pakistan team management. He's touted as one of the future. Really, oh, well done. That was some defense as far as India was concerned. Doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter how much promise one holds, he goes in.
Welcome, Surinder Nada. The ankle hold, we have seen that time and time again, places it there, and it's a combination tackle. We've got Rahul Chaudhary and Surinder Nada actually throwing on at the same time. But how often have we seen that? And Surjit comes in with the frontal block at the same time, and in comes Pradeep Narwal with a do-or-die raise. So a bit of extra pressure, no bonus on with just 5, and he's trapped.
That's well done. Well done eventually. Pakistan, exceptional stuff from that man in Wasim Sajjad, who is just so very good. If Surinder Nada can do the job, I can do the job as well. He's got tremendous experience, but I'll tell you what,
He's
I
close to
thought
the
he
end
went.
line.
Yeah, I thought he went beyond the boundary there. Never mind.
Very close to the end line, yeah, absolutely, okay. But you see a difference in technique. Wasim Sajjad dives on the ankle. You've got someone like Surinder Nada who gets the ankle hold in. Meanwhile, Rahul Chaudhary off onto the bench as well, and it's time therefore for Ajay Thakur to try and bring about a revival, looking for that hand touch as we've often seen with him.
Has he picked up a bonus? He's normally very good at that, is Ajay Thakur.
He's one of the tallest men in the business, massive wingspan, but no bonus given there. Now this is the previous one, there, just there, the left foot off court, but the question is, did he get contact on the Raider before that? If there was contact, he is allowed to have part of his body off court.
Ibrad Hussain, we've already seen him raid down the left once in this game. Yet again, approached it from the left. But it doesn't matter where you raid from, because you've got Mohit on one side, you've got Surinder Nada on the other side.
He's quite heavy-footed, Ibrad Hussain. Arcade, you notice, even when he had that bonus attempt, it was sort of a jump into the bonus area. And you might find him trapped for speed, while you see a more fluid-looking Mohammad Nadeem. And this man, of course, fluid, totally.
Love the time that he takes to assess the situation. That's experience for you. I think he's done really well. I think he's gotten Nasser Ali, the captain, on that particular occasion. One captain gets the better of the other.
It was a little tap on the face, saying, hello, I'm here, and I think I've got your number. There you go. Little tap on the left cheek. I wonder if he'll turn the other cheek the next time around, but Ajay Thakur is such a smart player. Doesn't look for aggression, finesse.
Mudassar Ali Mudassar Ali is the man who's just walked in yet again. Oh, he slipped. It could happen, isn't it? I mean, it's the first day. I mean, the mat is fresh as well. You're not too sure about the gripping there.
Yeah, we've seen a few warm-up games over the last couple of days, but yes, still a fresh mat, and there's still plenty of nerves, okay, and I think therefore the footing is, as you said, going to be initially a little circumspect, but nothing circumspect about this man. So confident with his movements, but Wasim Sajjad attempts it, not strong enough. That could be a 2-point break for Ajay Thakur. Just the 1 point, but he wants the second on Nadeem. Does he get the hand over the midline before he touches the foot though? And will he review this? Not reviewing it, happy with the call.
Yeah, Ajay Thakur is very clearly the lead raider of this pack. I mean, you've got some sensational raiders. You've got the likes of Pardeep Narwal. Rohit is on the bench. Monu Kohit is on the bench. I mean, let's not forget, these are champion performers in their own right.
Nishank Devadiga is on the bench.
He's on the bench as well.
I mean, you could feel a second string Indian score from just this lineup, and it would be phenomenal to watch as well.
I wouldn't dare call it second string at all, Sohail. I mean, it's another quality side is how I would actually look at it. But Mohammad Nadeem, yet again, he looks promising. There you go, he was searching for it. He was searching for it. We'll wait and watch as to what happens. No, he's probably gone beyond.
Just remember the rule, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that the hand or the body has to come through the midline. Now, attempted bonus, not a great one, but it was Surjeet who came into the tackle. Now there, the hand comes in from outside the court, and that's not allowed.
That also tells you the strength and the depth, because Surinder Nada went in first and then you had Surjeet. That tells you if one doesn't hit you, the other will most definitely do it. Rahul Chaudhary, his pride would have been hurting by now, because it's Ajay Thakur who's done the job more often than not. He would want to pick up a point or two. No, he's just played very, very safe. Just 8 more seconds, he can take a breather, he can go back, is Rahul Chaudhary.
Yeah, fantastic to see His Excellency in the stadium as well. His Highness, His Excellency Nahyan, Mubarak Al Nahyan. But Mudassar Ali, as we said earlier, he seems to be a little more disorganized than we've seen with the likes of Nadeem. So it's no surprise really that he hasn't quite picked up the points, but we've got such a great crowd, such a diverse crowd here watching the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018 powered by Fog.
Pardeep Narwal just getting on to the business end. Oh, he's trying to wriggle out of that situation. No, it was always going to be difficult when you've got Ibrar on the job. He's looked all right, isn't it? Is Ibrar? He's come in and raided. He's gone ahead and defended. Good hold eventually.
Yeah, really good in the end from Ibrar. He's, as I said, looked heavy-footed as a raider, but perhaps his defensive qualities need to come to the fore a bit more. Here he is as a raider, so proving that he could be a key all-rounder in this setup. We talk about the superstar quality of Team India, but look at the scoreline. It's 5-4, slender lead, and I'll tell you what, Pakistan can turn that around at any point.
Oh yeah, just a 1-point lead. I mean, it's hardly a lead there. But just a quick word about Ibrar. I mean, you talk about these two countries, you talk about a Pro Kabaddi League with the kind of sophistication that we have achieved in terms of the diets, in terms of nutrition, in terms of the way the players are getting trained here. Obviously, Pakistan will have to catch up with the Indian training methodologies. That's something that I was talking to the team management, their Pakistani team management.
Yeah, it's funny, because you see Ajay Thakur and just the technique comes into play. Ibrar looking for a lone challenge, and it's the ease with which he goes about it. He sees it coming quite early, targets one man, goes for the back of the body, uses the shoulders to launch himself towards the midline.
I'll tell you what, it's almost as if somebody's got a fine deck of cards. Oh, that's well done, that's well done. Surjeet, for starters, was left all alone. There wasn't really much of a support, and he wasn't in a position where he could grapple with the raider there.
Yeah, Mudassar looks like a more complete raider to me than Ibrar, and I think they might just end up using him a bit more. But I was talking to Ajay Thakur before the game, and he said, while the raw strength is just naturally there for the Pakistan players, we've got agility, we've got experience, and we've got match awareness. And he said that for us is going to be the key.
I mean, you look at a Pro Kabaddi League. I mean, you're talking about a league that stretches over 3.5 months. You're talking about the very best in the world that are coming and battling against each other. You're battle hardened in that sense, and therefore you know that you will be much better. Doesn't matter who the opponents are, you will be much better. Is that Indian side there? Right, Ajay Thakur. At this point in time, Ajay Thakur is the man who's walked yet again. He's looked very good. The last time around, he was just fantastic in terms of the way he moved away.
Yeah, 6-5 at the moment, and I think when you look at the way Ajay Thakur is going about his business, it's quite calm and composed. RK is going to make way for a very special guest in the commentary box. I've got Abhishek Bachchan joining me in just a few seconds, but the contest is already coming up to the 9th minute, and it's good to have AB in the house. AB, I know it's a sport that's so close to your heart. How good is it to be here in Dubai seeing Kabaddi go international?
Well, it's fantastic, Sohail. I'm so happy, and to see a historic match, at least for me. I've never seen India play Pakistan. And it's just wonderful to be here. The atmosphere is great, the facility is great. Let's hope for an exciting match.
We've got a do-or-die raid for Rahul Chaudhary and a bit of extra pressure.
There we go.
Pressure.
There we go. I think they're getting into the groove. A bit of a tentative start. I think both teams just feeling each other out. I don't think India-Pakistan have played each other too much, so I don't think the players are very acquainted with each other, but now they're getting into the groove.
You know, I know you're an absolute sports nut yourself, AB, but isn't it just the occasion of an India-Pakistan game that just lifts players like that?
It just brings out a different emotion, you know, Sohail, in I think both the nations. I think they both up their game. They play for a bit more than just sportsmanship. They play for pride, I think, and I think we're seeing a great display of that right now.
There's one of your other team owners of the...
And the in-laws. Sohail's in-laws.
Yeah, it's good to see such a diverse crowd as well in Dubai. We've got an eclectic mix, but Ajay Thakur has been leading from the front.
But always, I mean, he's just coming to his own and he's just fantastic. That's great. Give us 2 points. 2 points. Oh, it's an all-out. There we go.
Bring a bit of luck.
Come on, India.
Fantastic. That is the first all-out of the match. 2 points for the raid, 2 points for the all-out. And suddenly, India sailing ahead.
Well, let's not talk too soon. I think you and I know enough Kabaddi that it's too soon to speak. And let's see what happens. At the end of the day, I mean, it's a great sport, it's a great occasion. But I just want to say one thing. Just look at India's bench. I was just looking.
Challenge, Raider out. Our decision.
That's fantastic.
Raidership, 4 points. Please review.
So it had a review coming here. So they're looking for a super tackle, AB, because obviously they want to avoid the all-out. Ajay Thakur pretty confident. Referees have given it in their favour as well. Crucial moment in this matchup. He's got the one there on Wasim Sajjad.
Yeah, you can see the one on the right shoulder.
Oh, the extension. Oh, surely.
Yeah, he's across the line, body still in. It's good, I think. All out to India.
Yeah, just needs to have some part of his body on
but
court.
It's not what we think. It's what the umpires think.
Hey, he's got his right foot for me inside the lobbies. Well, just watch there. The right foot is still down planted. There you go. Right foot still on court. Still got it. Still got it. Yep.
Still there. That's an all out.
They might just lose their review here, Pakistan.
Yes. Okay. Real successful. Raider out. 1 point India.
So the only thing for me, Abhishek, was the fact that the hand didn't go through the midline. It went over the midline, and that's perhaps what the TV umpire has noticed. The hand needs to pass through the midline. That's the only thing that Ajay Thakur failed to do.
Hard luck. It's a good call. Good review taken by Pakistan. We still have a lead, so let's see. So, like I was saying before, we just look at the bench that India has. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you got Vishaan Gavadia on the bench, Monu Goyat on the bench.
Crazy, and you got legends like Manjeet, and you know, it's just and Girish and Rohit. It's crazy, crazy.
So you're saying you could have had the Indian bench on court, and it would have been just as much superstar quality.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what we would call the Indian dream team.
It certainly is. I mean, we've spoken about just the ability of sport to raise awareness across the globe, to tie countries together. And we had the Minister of Tolerance earlier, Sheikh, His Highness, and I think the way that sport has bound these two countries right here on the Kabaddi mat has been special to watch too.
Well, I just met Sheikh Nayan. He's known to me in the family and is just a wonderful, wonderful person. And to say that, he'd love to see a World Cup come to the UAE is a great sign, and I really hope we can make that happen.
He was very, very encouraging about the way things were going. Rajvardhan Singh Rathore, of course, was here as well. And just the sport of Kabaddi being India's very own sport, it must touch your heart as well.
Absolutely. It's a moment of great pride for me and anybody who's associated with the Pro Kabaddi League and the sport of Kabaddi, to see Kabaddi grow beyond our borders and to see it popular and see the kind of support we have.
It's really worth watching Ajay Thakur yet again. But Pakistan, they're so critical when it comes to the super tackle situations. You've got Nasir Ali, Wasim Sajjad. You remember watching Wasim in that first season?
Yes.
Fantastic to watch. But there you go. This is the tackle that came in from the left side. It started with Wasim Sajjad, but then completed in the end from the left side, and it's put the captain of India on
I think
the
the problem was that he didn't go over the line, he went around the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to cut the line, not go around it, not go over it. And Ajay Thakur still the leading raider in this encounter. 4 points from his 7 raids. Just a timeout called by Pakistan. And critical juncture because they've got 3 men on court, and that means the super tackle always on.
Always, yeah.
Abhishek, when you look at just the preparation that's gone into this sport now, 5 seasons into Pro Kabaddi, as a team owner yourself, how much have you seen the sport evolve?
Immensely, and I think the greatest growth has been of the players. I think in terms of professionalism, in terms of preparedness, physical conditioning, and obviously, I mean, the crowd and the audience keeps growing. But I think if you see the players from what we saw them in season 1 and how we had to train them to speak on camera to now, I mean, they're bona fide superstars.
And now they own it. They
absolutely, absolutely. And what a great sight! What a wonderful thing to see.
It's so nice to hear from some of the boys that humility is still there firmly within them. But they just love the fact that now they go through airports and every single person's coming to them with a selfie or an autograph request. And I think it's just turned their lives around, not just their careers.
Absolutely, and I think that was one of the intentions always. And what's wonderful is, like you said, that they're still very rooted, and I hope that continues.
Yeah, we all certainly hope so. What was your mindset, Abhishek, when you initially came in and said, Pro Kabaddi League coming up? Yeah, I want a piece of that.
Well, when I saw modern day Kabaddi, we all thought that Kabaddi was still played on sand and played very casually. When I saw it being played on the mat, saw Team India play, I was riveted, and I said, this is something we just have to do and take to a wider audience.
And of course, you didn't just take to it, you are title holders, as you are with football, as you are with every sports team you seem to touch. But big season coming up in season 6, 3 months long. You've picked a fantastic side, arguably one of the strongest on paper. How excited are you for the long season ahead?
Very excited, but I think I've been around in Kabaddi for long enough to know that it doesn't matter how strong your team is on paper, it's how strong they're going to be on the mat, how they're going to play as a unit. But we're confident, we have a great balance, and we're looking forward to it.
Quietly confident as always, but never over encouraging of where things are going to go. I love it, absolutely love it. But Abhishek, you look at India taking out Pakistan. I know you've been to many cricket encounters. There's something different though when it's India's very own sport, isn't it?
Absolutely. The sense of pride, the sense of belonging, the sense of ownership. I think we've got somebody who stepped out there.
Yeah, well spotted by the referee, well spotted by UAB and Rahul Chaudhary. Finally inflicting a little bit of damage, causing enough of a flutter in the Pakistan defence, and they're down to
That's going to be an integral defender for them. Wasim has got a great dash on him, and he's going to be integral. It's going to be, I think they're going to miss him on the mat. Now they're down to 2. If we can manage to pick up Nadeem right now, then it's we're staring at another all-out.
And it's a do-or-die raid, so he better be confident of that bonus. He's got it. He's got it. India aren't going to review it either. Mohit was screaming at Ajay Thakur saying, we should review this, but Abhishek, finally, what can you take out of this tournament before we let you go? How much are you looking forward to India being crowned champion of the world again?
Well, let's hope we manage to do it. I mean, it's deafening in here. I couldn't hear what you're saying, but let's hope we manage to do it. We have a very strong squad, great experience mixed with a lot of youth. And I think we have the talent to take it. But, like I said, every team is going to step up to the plate. And at the end of the day, it never matters what your team is like on paper. It's what they do on the mat.
Wise words, as always, AB. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Sohail. And carry on doing the great job that you're doing. And go India!
Absolutely. Fantastic to have the insights of one of the Vivo Pro Kabaddi owners. in the mix. Sanjay Gupta and Dave Richardson from the ICC. Sanjay Gupta from Star India in the house too. But it is the all-out finally that comes India's way. And that's 2 extra points in the kitty. And with under 5 minutes to play, India now up by 6. The noise in the Al Wasl Sports Complex is deafening. There is the foot that stepped out. And then Rohit gets the touch, makes it pretty simple. And it is a 4-point effort at the end. 2 men gone. And time for me to welcome RK back in the combox. RK, enjoying yourself?
Oh, just brilliant. Just absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And the gap is widening at the moment between India and Pakistan. At one stage, it was just about a solitary point. But that all-out, completely changing the narrative right here. It's a 6-point difference right here with just about 4 minutes or just over that to go. And look at the dynamics of this particular side. You've got Rohit now coming in. You've got Ajay Thakur, who's taken a bit of a back seat. Go, Rohit. You can go do the job. After all, you're not too bad a raider.
Yeah, not too bad at all. And he's got variety. Now you'll see the scorpion, you'll see the back kicks, and Rohit is a very complete raider. We called him Baby Anup for a number of seasons in the Vivo Pro Kabaddi. He's now surpassed Anup Kumar in some sense. He's at his prime in terms of fitness, and he picks up an easy bonus point to extend the lead.
Yeah, how do you judge a particular side? You straight away look at the bench and say, wow, that's some bench, and that's exactly what it is as we speak. You've got Rohit, who has walked in. Pardeep is not even around there at the moment. Oh, look at that! Deepak Nivas Hooda right at the very end came in and just helping out everybody in the pack.
It was Mohit Chilla who started things off. Finally, we see that dive of Mohit Chilla unleash itself, and that's what we've waited for. We saw Surinder Nada's ankle hold. Time for his counterpart to announce himself. 16-8 now. 8-point lead with just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. And India should be confident, but at the same time, we know that the game isn't over until the very end. Mistakes are coming through in a flurry though for Pakistan. That's the captain.
Yeah, you could understand, isn't it? Because the gap is widening. You know the experience is with Nasser Ali, but at the same time, he's got to do the job out there. And he went for it solo. It was always going to be difficult against Rohit.
Sanjay Gupta from Star India, Dave Richardson from the ICC, both in the house watching this fantastic sport of Kabaddi here at the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018, powered by Fog. And again, Ibrar, you can see the footwork, RJ, just heavy-footed for me, and he's playing ahead of the balk line, not really looking for too much, and when he does, trapped in a hurry. Abhishek Bachchan, Rohit Shrivala on their feet, and plenty of support for Team India as Surinder Nada picks up another tackle point.
For a minute, Mr. Navdeep Singh Suri, the Indian ambassador to the UAE, you could see the fan in him coming out, isn't it? Just applauding the Indian success out here in Dubai, just outstanding. The way things are organized is so very smooth, so very well. And as we speak, it is Rahul Chaudhary who's gone in. Has he gone beyond?
Yeah, I think a second time. Now these are costly errors, and they're coming through from very experienced campaigners. Again, it's Wasim Sajjad this time around, and they cannot afford to have these errors come through. You've got to have awareness. There you go. Left foot steps over the end line.
One of the things that the Indian coach was talking earlier on in the day is we've got an aggressive setup, and therefore we will go marching into the territory of Pakistan. He's managed to do that. Has he got a super raid here? No, just about out.
It's a tackle point.
Yeah.
To Team India. It didn't quite get over the midline. For a moment there, he thought he could have had a monumental raid.
Millimeters? I'll tell you what.
Close.
No wonder my heart skipped a beat there.
Again, 1 versus 2. He'll be eyeing it all out. Did it last time around from this very situation, Rohit Kumar. He's got 3 raid points. Picked up the all out. Happy with 1. Happy with 1. And it will leave 1 man standing for Team Pakistan on the verge of conceding another all out.
Yeah, that's where the narrative completely changed after the first one. I thought Rohit was still going to go for it, despite the fact that you had the defender coming back on his heels.
Smart work though, wasn't too greedy. And now Kashif Razzaq has the job to do to keep his side afloat. Oh, he's claiming a touch on Surinder Nada. Surendra says, nope, I don't think so.
Well, okay, he's going to say, no, the point has been awarded to Nada, but are they going to review it?
Not to Nada, the point's been awarded to Pakistan, in fact.
That's what I meant. Are they going to review it? No.
No, point given, and therefore, second man comes back onto court for Pakistan. Kaiser Abbas, the substitute, is on court. And it is Ajay Thakur who says, I'll take one, use that wingspan to get over the midline.
I just love the fact that he was isolating Kashif Razak. Looking at Ajay Thakur, who's not exactly young, let's be honest about it, Ajay Thakur, but he led Tamil Talaiwas in tremendous fashion last time around in the Pro Kabaddi. He's got this knack of picking those points in a bunch, isn't it? In a heap. When he starts doing well, it's so very difficult. We've normally seen him rise up to the occasion in very, very critical moments, but he's had a very, very fine start as Ajay Thakur.
And that, for me, that raid was perfect. It's the way he uses the shoulder. There you go. Uses the shoulder to launch himself past the defender. And as I said earlier, I spoke to him before the match, and he said, we've got match awareness and we've got the skill sets why Pakistan might have the brute strength. And he's banking on that awareness to take him through, and he's certainly doing the job. One-on-one, usually a surrender raid, and not easy, but in the end, the all-out coming to Team India, so it will be 3 points in the kitty. 1 for that raid point, 2 for the all-out. Team India are marching ahead.
Surrender, did you say? When India and Pakistan play against each other? Never, never, my friend. Good effort, good effort.
Wow, it's a reverse hold. I've never seen that before in all my years of Pro Kabaddi. Watch that. He's reversed it, gone to the inside of the right leg. That is astounding technique. Wow.
I'm sure the Indians will be watching it going forward and maybe even incorporate it at some point in time, because it's a completely different technique that you're talking about.
Got a substitution coming in for Team Pakistan. Akhlaq Hussain has come into the mix. There is the coach, Srini Reddy. He was saying, my biggest problem is a pretty good one to have. I don't know how I can drop certain men like Rishabh Devadiga, Monu Goyal. You've got Sandeep Narwal, Girish Omnath, but the starting 7 he's put forward are doing a fantastic job anyway.
I wonder what the team talk is. I wonder how he announces his teams as well, because you're walking into a dressing room that is filled with superstars, and you've got to go ahead and tell somebody, hang on a minute, you're not playing this game today, you're sitting on the bench.
Surjit Singh, frontal block, that's all I can say. That was fantastic to watch. Execution, perfect from Surjit. Now Rohit Kumar comes in, 4 raid points from 4 raids. He's been Mr. Consistent, as we often say he is. Bit too late, got the touch easily, and then it was a bit of desperation from the left corner.
Yeah, he's looked good, isn't it? Is Rohit Kumar. He's walked in as a substitute, remember? He was not a part of the starting 11. He's looked very, very good.
And they've made a change in the formation, Pakistan. They've got Kashif Razak playing on the left corner. Nasir Ali, the captain, isn't there, and that's why Kashif is the man who's made the mistake. But interesting that Nasir Ali has moved himself out of his most familiar position. We saw him struggling in the first half, and it's been a difficult night for the Pakistan captain.
Right, it's yet again Pakistan that is in the attack as we speak. Ibrahim Hussain, you were talking about him not being the quickest on the feet. You can hear the countdown from the audience there. 30 seconds in total. He's got to go back, otherwise he could be timed out. Just in time, just in time.
Yeah, just for me, the movements aren't fluid with Ibrahim, and it's very evident straight up. When you look at the smoothness, the fluidity, in the sense of Rahul Chaudhary's raiding or Ajay Thakur or Rohit Kumar, there's an ease about it. Almost over the end line again there.
I'll be honest, I'm wondering what Rahul Chaudhary is thinking at this point in time. Oh, there you go. I'm wondering even more now as to what he's going to think from here on, because Ajay Thakur has picked up the points. Rohit Kumar has done all right. Rahul Chaudhary started this game as one of the principal raiders. I'm not too sure he's set the world on fire yet.
And he's given the Pakistan captain some confidence. The first tackle point for the captain of Pakistan, Nasir Ali, Abhishek Bachchan, watching on eagerly. Surendra Nada wants a piece of him, but could we have our first super raid of the match? Hang on, he's counting the men here. I think this could be a super raid for that man, Mudassar Ali. 1, 2 it is. They will review this surely. I think he's got 3, RK.
they're straight away gone in for the reviews. Nasser Ali, he was absolutely sure that he's got a Super 8. We'll wait and watch.
Pakistan team challenge is 3 points. Our decision 2 points. Please review.
So pretty straightforward. The decision was 2 points. Nasser Ali says, we think Mudassar got 3. We thought so as well, and we've got a pretty good view here in the comm box. Now, let's count the men. 1, of course, Surendra Nara. 2 is a man coming in from the right side. Now, what's Surjit? He's going to be the key. Does Surjit get a touch? Because Mohit is the man that then comes in. Mohit, there. Just before that, but is there a touch on Surjit as well? We need perhaps a different angle.
The one thing that we need to remind the viewers that it's not enough if your hand is in the air. When you cross the midline, it's got to be planted there.
Now, one touch for sure. Surjit, does Surjit stay away from... Oh, there's a foot that touched. There's a foot that touched. Surjit's foot touched the foot of Mudassar, but I'm not sure if he's got Mohit before he's crossed the midline. It's a very close one.
I think the Indian team is kind of convinced that they probably are resigned to losing those 3. We'll wait and watch. It's a tough call, really, for the officials.
We've got Mohit standing by.
3 points.
There you go. First Super 8 of the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018, powered by Falk. And it goes to Pakistan's Mudassar Ali. What an effort that is.
Brilliant effort. A bit of an oasis, so to speak, really, because they've had a rough ride over the past 20 minutes or so is Pakistan. And they've come out with something to cheer about. The difference now is still 14. That's humongous. But you really never know, because, I mean, if you're going to effect an all-out somehow, things can change yet again. It was 22-9 at the stroke of half-time. It is still India that have picked up more points than Pakistan in the second. 5-4 to be precise.
You know, when that first all-out came, that sort of turned the tide. Oh, the beast has arrived. The beast, Sandeep Narwal, has just launched himself. He is an absolute energizer bunny, this man. He is just fantastic to watch on song, and he replaces Rohit Kumar in this lineup because there's a super tackle on offer.
He's a bit of a raging bull, isn't it? He just off in a splash is the man who knows how you can go about proceedings there. No, nothing much, nothing fancy at all, just playing it very, very safe. Ajay Thakur walks in for the next of his raids.
Ajay Thakur, 1 versus 7. So all 7 on the mat. Remember, you look at those red lights next to Team India's name at the bottom, and that shows you the number of men on the bench. And India have 4 of them on the bench. And Ibrar has come back in. I'm not sure, okay, why they're using Ibrar a lot more than they have the likes of Akhlaq or even someone like Kashif, because I don't think he's quite had the quality. He might surprise me with a one-off raid, but overall you can see him playing ahead of the back line, not really looking for points either.
Yeah, probably also because of the fact that his lateral movement isn't the brightest. He's a tad sluggish. I mean, it's possibly because of the fact that the Pakistan team also arrived a bit late. I'm not too sure if they are at the peak of their fitness, even as we witness the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018, powered by Falk, right here. As Ajay Thakur walks into raid, oh, he's just going to muscle his way through. And even as he moved on, he wanted to pick up a point. Has he got another one? No, just a solitary point.
What was crucial was that it was a do-or-die raid for Team India. The buzzer was going off. Ajay Thakur said, I'll take the pressure on myself. And he was fantastic while he was at it. There you go. Uses the strength of the lower body to barge his way through. Takes the man with him, Akhlaq Hussain. And picks up a crucial point now. 4 men on the mat for Team India. So, oh, Sandeep Narwal. Now, hang on. He's pulling at the shirt. But they let it slide. They will let it slide here. I'm just wondering if they're going to call the man for a shirt pull.
The other thing that I wanted to see is whether he was safe. Did he go beyond the midline as well, or he was absolutely fine? No, it's been eventually given to India. I think the point has been given to India.
But in the meantime, the umpire called Sandeep Narwal to him and said, I'm watching you. No monkey business. I saw you pull the shirt. Next time you do that, it will be a penalty issue.
Vimal Rohana would have watched Sandeep Narwal enough for him to know what Sandeep Narwal is all about. He's always bustling with energy.
I was given a warning, Sandeep. He's not been on court for too long, but already making quite a statement. He's got the 1 tackle point. Surendra Nada has 3. And imagine Surjit, who was phenomenal in the first half, now finds himself on the bench. It's smart work from Coach Srini Reddy to just rotate the squad a little bit, give everyone some game time.
I wonder how these individual players like Sandeep Narwal are going to watch or view this situation, because he started on the bench. The minute he goes on to the mat as a substitute, he would want to prove his worth to the coach and to many fans that are watching right here and on television.
Yeah, it's incredible to see the might that's on the bench for Team India. Oh, ankle hold, Surendra Nada. Need I say more? He is just so good with his timing. If you take a look at how he's plucked in here, he's got him once the foot comes up in the air.
And also the fact that you were talking about this, look at Ibran. He's just paused there. Even if it were for a microsecond, that is more than enough. Now that's like almost giving enough and more ammunition to Surendra Nada to grab hold of that ankle.
Well, once the foot went up, he's grabbed the opposite ankle. Great technique from Surendra Nada. 30-13, a lead of 17 points with just under 13 minutes to play in this encounter. And that's great, okay, good to see young fans in the house here in Dubai. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's just brilliant, isn't it? Kabaddi, a sport that is born in India, has gone global. It's been a tremendous development over the past few years, is Kabaddi. We've had Pro Kabaddi League that has been marching on with resounding success. To be fair to Pakistan, they've got their own version, their Super Kabaddi League that has kicked off. Obviously looking at the kind of success that Pro Kabaddi League has had in India.
Do-or-die raid, and it's Rahul Chaudhary that's come in, and yet again the struggles continue. He just has not got moving. 1 raid point from 10 raids for Rahul Chaudhary, and he's looked mighty sluggish. He's been found out tonight, Rahul Chaudhary, and Pakistan will be really pleased that they've kept one of the best in the business very quiet.
We've seen Rahul Chaudhary in the past. We saw the last edition of Pro Kabaddi League. I mean, there were phases when he wanted to try to do that extra hard yard, isn't it? And in the process, he hasn't been his own self, is Rahul Chaudhary. We're yet again seeing that side of Rahul tonight here on the mat in Dubai.
That's as young as you get. It's amazing. Move, sir. Give the young child his time on. You cannot blame them for the excitement. Kabaddi has gone global with the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018, and just the manner in which Dubai has lapped it up has been fantastic to watch.
Yeah, the pace of the sport, the ease with which the rules are there for spectators to follow, everything contributing to what the sport is today from what it perhaps was, say, about 6 years back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's funny now, wherever I go, whether it's friends from any part of the world, I use a dining table with forks, spoons and knives or bottles of ketchup to explain the rules of Kabaddi, and it's a fairly simple game to understand. You get over the midline, you cross the back line, which is done there, and you've got to take as many touches as you can away from the opposition. The number of touches equals the number of points you get. Well, the tough part is you've got 5 hungry men, 6 hungry men following you. Now watch this, very smart work from the raider. Throws himself into the lobby, the defender follows him, and therefore gets a point for his side as well.
I love the expression on Ajay Thakur's face as well right after that. Mudassar was absolutely sure that he's got 1 or perhaps even 2 there. Ajay Thakur asked him to relax. The umpires or referees in consultation with each other. We'll wait and watch what the verdict is. 1 each. 1 each is what it is as we speak.
Yeah, the man that goes out is Sandeep Narwal, very eager to launch himself into the attack. He was smart, but Mudassar just a little smarter. He knew he was found out completely out of his depth and threw himself into the lobby. No, there you go. On the big screen, spotted myself, mum.
Ajay Thakur has already picked up 7 points tonight. He's just looked very, very good, very, very sharp. Knows exactly what he's doing. You're talking about some experience here. One of the things that Ajay Thakur talked about is the fact that I think out of the 3 finals that he's been a part of, I think he's lost one of those finals against Pakistan. So that's one record that he's not too proud of. So he wanted to just make sure that tonight is a good night for Team India and for himself.
Yeah, also you'll remember he lost with the Bengaluru Bulls in the playoffs as well, and he knows that his record in playoffs isn't great, but he's grown so much in stature as a player as Ajay Thakur. A timeout called, and Coach Srini will have a few words with his men. So too Coach Nabil Ahmed Rana for Team Pakistan. But
Great night really as far as Rahul Chaudhary is concerned. But as a team, India has done very, very well, and that's probably more important than individual brilliance. 31-15 as we speak, with under 10 minutes to go in the first of these encounters. It's India up against Pakistan. Wonder what Pakistan is talking out there, because nothing really has gone their way. Maybe shades of brilliance as far as the defense is concerned, but in terms of their raiding prowess, it hasn't been the brightest performance.
yeah, absolutely. You know, it's just been a case of flashes of superb efforts, individual efforts, but that cohesiveness isn't quite coming through for Team Pakistan. It's Pakistan to raid as action restarts. Mohammad Nisar with his first raid of the match, his first raid versus India. And Surjit is back on the mat for Team India. He is perhaps the best cover defender in the world at the moment, number 6. And you've got Surinder Nada on the left corner, Mohit Chilla on the right corner, Deepak Nivasudha and Ajay Thakur. Where do you go? Well, he'll have to find a path here. Do or die raid for the captain, Ajay Thakur.
And he's made it look very, very easy in the past, is Ajay Thakur. In this particular game, when it comes to the do or die raid, he's looked very, very good. He's looked very, very assured. He takes his time. There you go. I was just talking about this fact. He just made it so very, very easy. Kashif Razak, the youngster, got sucked into that raid, really.
And that's where India are smart. They don't look for the points directly. They lure defenders towards them. It's not greed. It's not the ability to go too deep and find yourself out of depth. It's to lure the defense towards you. Something that Pakistan haven't quite managed to do themselves.
Again, you look at where Mohammad Imran is playing as we speak, even as Surinder Nada goes in for the kill. But he's just playing it very, very safe. He's got to attack a bit further. Look at where the Indian defense is operating. Look at that high line of defense. It's just clear to understand which side is really dominating here.
It's not going to be easy for Team India through the tournament. Once you hit the knockouts, there's also the Republic of Korea, there's Iran, 2 powerhouse sides. Coach Srini Reddy just gesturing some instructions out to his boys. Great opportunity for him as well as a young coach to be the head coach of Team India. Wonderful opportunity, deserving opportunity for the man who is now also the coach of the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Do or die raid for Pakistan this time around, and it's Mohammad Nisar. Bit of pressure.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the idea from Team India. Rahul Chaudhary just making sure that he came back very, very quickly to put that pressure on Mohammad Nisar. He's still operating in that area. He's got to get quicker. 10 seconds, under 10. No, it was Ajay Thakur this time with the ankle hold. Tell me something that he can't do, Ajay Thakur.
Yeah, great to watch Ajay throw in a defensive effort as well. It's a surprise element. He puts a heavy foot over the bonus line, and that's when Ajay says, well, you're in my zone, I'm going to pluck you out of thin air. And he's got a pack of hungry men launching themselves straight onto it in support of the captain. Substitutions coming in. Sandeep Narwal makes way for Rohit Kumar yet again. And suddenly India back to all 7 on the mat. Pakistan down to just 3, which means a super tackle is on.
The defense has been their strength, so to speak. Pakistan, from whatever we have seen thus far on the opening night right here in Dubai. Again, Ajay Thakur is not going to be lured into anything silly. He knows he's just waiting for the defense to be absolutely organized as well. Comes in and gets slotted right next to Surinder. There, Nada.
Yeah, it's a great chain that Surinder Nada and Ajay Thakur. He's in the same place as Anup Kumar has been over the years, and while Anup's perhaps now in the twilight of his career, Ajay is now enjoying his successes. Oh, Surinder Nada, cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. That's what we like, seeing they're enjoying themselves out there now.
Yeah, you got that instruction from the right corner, isn't it? Just egging him to come in and probably cover it from the left-hand side.
do-or-die raid for Rohit Kumar, 1 versus 3. Interesting now because super tackle opportunity, and they've got the captain Nasir on the left corner. Successful tackle, 2 points and a super tackle to Pakistan. They love that possibility of the super tackle. They revel in that opportunity.
Yeah, well done actually. Well done actually. Because I think he was still trying to muscle his way through was Rohit Kumar, but I thought he just ran out of the pitch.
Again, 6 men on the mat for Team India, so the bonus line, the red line, is active for Ibrahim Hussain, but again, he's perhaps been one of the weaker raiders we've watched, just like that. Very heavy-footed. His movement sideways, the lateral movement, very poor, and the sidestepping not quite efficient enough from Ibrahim on that occasion. Steps on the inside of the defender and plucked.
We'll be keen to look at that replay because I think look at the kind of drag that was exerted on the raider there. Such was the strength of Ajay Thakur's hold there. He was not able to move even an inch, a millimeter probably.
Yeah, Ajay Thakur has picked up 8 raid points and 2 tackle points. What an effort from him. Rohit Kumar just getting a bit of a knock to the nose and seems okay. But a timeout has been called by coach Srini Reddy. India up by 17, 34-17 the score with just over 5 minutes to go in this encounter. Stay with us, we'll take a short breather and be right back on the Star Network. With just over 5 minutes to play the game. Welcome back to the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018. India up by 17 points. With just over 5 minutes to play, the game is pretty much done and dusted. But this is an opportunity for Rahul Chaudhary to come back into some form. He's had just 1 raid point from 12 raids. They've really found him out here, and there's another super tackle opportunity. And Pakistan have loved it every time they're down to 3 or less.
Yeah, this is exactly something that the coach Srinivas was talking about, really, isn't it? About giving an opportunity for somebody who might not have had a good day. I never thought at that point in time that I'm going to talk about Rahul Chaudhary in this vein, because is his confidence kind of taken a bit of a beating? Because in the second half, we don't see him going further down, probably because of the kind of tackles that he's experienced in the first 20.
Yeah, normally Rahul Chaudhary would have lapped up that opportunity, tried to get at least 1 man. Mohammad Imran, haven't seen him for a while. 5 raids, no raid points to his name. The Raiders of Pakistan have really struggled. Very few Raiders have picked up points, and India's defensive prowess coming to the fore. Very comprehensive, united front when you look at the defensive structure.
The one thing, if I were the video analyst of the Pakistan side, is to look at the heat map of where the Raiders have operated. I thought they've been far too close to the midline, really. They haven't entered the territory of India at all. Look at where Rohit is operating. Very, very clearly well into the territory of Pakistan. I understand there are only 3 defenders. Even still, even when you had 6, I think the Indian Raiders operated deep into Pakistan territory.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've got to understand, when you've got 7 men on the mat, you've got to push the defense deeper. Now, you can't afford to have the side up against you play such a high line defense. Now, look at that. Surjit is comfortably about 1.5 meters away from him, and therefore, any tackle that comes in from the left corner, Surjit is onto it in a flash.
And for all the attempts that they've made to have a toe touch, I'm not too sure they've even got 1 point through a toe touch, have they?
No, nothing.
Not to my memory, yeah.
Another super tackle though. Oh, inches. Has he got over? No, he hasn't. Yet another super tackle to Team Pakistan. They absolutely love the opportunity to pick up 2 points, but India look to review it.
I'll tell you why, because Rahul Chaudhary thought the raid was still active, because he was still under some kind of a control. There you go, I know, there you go, he wanted to come back. No, I understand now. Ajay Thakur is still going for the review, is he? No.
Now, they've seen the replay, I think.
They did.
Very smart Team India.
Last 3 minutes.
Rahul Chaudhary should not have asked for the review anyway. He still wants it, but he should think wiser of it. The coaching staff will tell him that when he sits down and calms down, because he didn't quite actually cross the midline either. He is really struggling, Rahul Chaudhary. 1 raid point from 14 raids. Meanwhile, the struggles continue for Pakistan's Raiders. Do-or-die raid for Mudassir Ali. He's been back the best raider of the lot though for them. 5 raid points.
he's looked at as one of the future stars. There you go. He's very, very quick. He's very, very quick on the turn. Is Mudassar Ali.
Rare error from Surjit. He's so good with a short block normally. You'll see how quickly Surjit gets across with a quick two-step. But on this occasion, didn't quite get in front of him. And when you're side on, it's usually advantage to the Raider when you've got the use of the lobby.
I mean, it's Rohit as we speak, who's just walked in. Just a couple of minutes that are remaining. Rohit has looked very, very good in this game. I wouldn't be really surprised if Rohit starts the next of those games.
A substitution coming through for Team Pakistan. It will be Kashif Razak who makes way in the squad. And the man that comes in is Abid Hussain for his first look at the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018. There is that super tackle effort on Rahul Chaudhary, inches away from the midline.
Yeah, they've looked very, very good. Really, really good is India overall. And yet again, an effort that is coming through as we speak from Abid Hussain. But to no avail. Just a minute and a half remaining in this contest. Well, probably as a contest, it is ceased to exist. Probably after the first 10 minutes or so, because India did effect an all-out on Pakistan, after which everything completely changed. Whatever little drama that we seemingly had in terms of this as a contest, to stop from there on. It's been one-way traffic. India's looked very, very good. 22-9 at the stroke of half-time. He's got to be careful because you almost got a sense that Nasser Ali was trying to trick Ajay Thakur. Yeah, you could straight away now see Mudassar Ali is the man who's just walking into raid. We saw Ibrar Hussain quite a few times over the first 20 minutes or so, but Mudassar has obviously taken over the reins of a lead raider. He's looked agile. He's looked very, very flexible, is Mudassar Ali. Right, it's just the final 30 seconds. Maybe you'll have some time for a couple of raids right here. Right, you don't have to worry too much about the time, Rohit. You've done really, really well. It's all about just proving to yourself that you can go ahead and pick another point. Yes, has he got it? Yeah, it looks very, very confident. There's no doubt whatsoever, because Akhlaq Hussain is the man that he has got a touch on, and Akhlaq walks off, which means another point really as far as Team India is concerned. Well done. There you could sense that. Right, this should be the final raid for Pakistan, and in this game as well, as Abid tries to go in for the right corner. No, India playing with a smile on their faces. Why not? There you go. That's that as far as the opening game is concerned. India putting in a very, very good shift. A power-packed performance from Team India. The fans are happy, the superstars are pleased. The crowd which has come here in numbers in Dubai are absolutely ecstatic. Listen to the roar, ladies and gentlemen. This is the opening night of the Kabaddi Masters Dubai 2018, powered by Ford. Ajay Thakur, brilliant stuff. 16 raids in total, 8 raid points. He has led the side from the front. We've seen him do in the past. He's not getting any younger. I just love this gesture from Team India. Just making sure that they acknowledge the kind of support that they have received here in Dubai, and the crowd reciprocating in some style. India is loving the crowd. The crowds adore the Indian champions. They are clearly the better team on the night. Just brilliant. Just another outstanding performance coming through from Team India. This is the kind of stuff that you would have ideally wanted, ideally perhaps not expected, because Pakistan is a good enough team. When you talk about a contest between India and Pakistan, well, anything could happen, but there's only one result, there's only one winner, there's only one deserved winner, and that is, of course, Team India. Look at the strength, look at the depth, look at the smile on everybody's faces that are looking at this contest, and that embrace. Just love it. That's what sport is all about. You compete hard on the mat. Even as Dave Richardson tries to understand and get round his head or around this sport. It's truly gone global, isn't it? Kabaddi, born in India, spreading its wings across the world. Even as